everyone, welcome to Logan's 7-month update. So this month he didn't have a doctor's checkup, so I have no idea how much he weighs or how tall he is. I would say he is about 20 to 21 pounds right now, and I don't think he really grew in inches that much. I don't really think he's that. He didn't really have like a growth spurt physically. He did have a growth spurt mentally, where he's like way more like interested in things, and he starts to be very talkative. Like, he talks a lot. He's been doing that since he was born, like being very vocal. But this month he actually started saying words, or mimicking words, I guess, because he doesn't say them with a specific intent or to make something clear. He just repeats whatever you're saying. So right now he will repeat like Opa, Oma, Mama, and Papa, which is like Grandma, Grandpa, Mommy, and Daddy, which is so cute. I mean, I know he doesn't really like call for us, but it kind of feels that way. So I can't wait till he actually like realize if he says that word, or he says Mommy, that I will come and be with him. So yeah, it's gonna be really exciting. As for physical development, he did hit a few, like he's working on milestones right now. Last month, he couldn't really like sit up without support. He was a very supportive sitter, and he would like hunch forward and touch his toes. Now he is sitting up on his own. He'll sometimes flop over, but he'll figure it out that he's like losing balance, and he will immediately like twist his body so he rolls into his tummy. He discovered his feet, so he's constantly pulling off his socks, and he's teaching himself how to crawl. It's so funny because he either tucks his knees under and scoots on his face forward, or he lifts himself up by his hands and he kind of like tries to like propel himself like this, which often doesn't really work. But he gets like, he does scoot up a few inches, and he knows how to make like a 180. So like, I leave him like with his face forward and like on his belly, and then when he come back, he like twists his entire 180 and his face looking in the other way, which has been a challenge with nap time because I put him into bed on his back, and then with his like feet till the end, like tucked in, and then like within 5 minutes he's on his belly and twisted, and he's on top of his blankets, and he doesn't want to fall asleep that way, and he cries, and it's been a challenge. We're trying to like find a way so he can like stay put in his bed. We're really thankful he doesn't do it in the middle of the night, and he just like stays asleep the same way. But yeah, it's definitely something we need to find something for during the day. As for solids, he now eats fruit and vegetables, basically anything, and a cookie, and he gets oatmeal. Basically, we're trying to slowly wean him off the booth because I want to stay off the domperidone, but without the domperidone, my supply is so low that I cannot feed him every single 3 hours. It's not possible. So he gets a bottle of breast milk at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then at 11 he gets oatmeal, at 12 he gets fruit and a slice of bread, and then at 2 he gets I latch him on, and at 5 I latch him on, and then at 8 he either gets no, I'm skipping one. So at 5 I still latch him on. At 6 he'll eat with us, either jar of baby food or whatever we're having, depending on what we're eating, and we'll have a little dessert of a yogurt fruit. And then at 7:30, 7:45 he'll get either formula or express breast milk, depending on how much I expressed. And at 11 he will get formula mixed with nighttime oatmeal, and he'll sleep on that the next day. So he doesn't nurse as frequently anymore. I would say like 3 to 4 times a day I either express or I latch him on. And he seems to be really thriving with that. He loves a lot of different food, and even with little biscuit cookies, he loves cookies. As for toys he absolutely loves right now is definitely his tambourine. He has like this tambourine that I think it's from VTech, and it's orange, and if you can hold it onto it, and if you shake it, it will lit up, and you'll first hear a tambourine, and then it will like have this little light show with a music. And he loves that one, and he actually knows how to turn up the volume because it has like 2 settings of volume, like low and loud. And I hate loud toys, so I always put it on the first volume. And within 5 minutes, I'm like, dang, that thing is loud. And I go check on him, and it's like put up all the way, like as loud as it can get. So he knows how to like shift that little button. Which I think he doesn't do it on purpose, but it's just so funny. He always does it. And he also loves any type of baby book. Like we have those baby books that are like crunchy, and you have like the little tea pots in the corner and pop-up animals, and You know those little baby books that like really soft, like fabric kind? We have about 3 or 4 of them. No, we have 3 ourselves, and we have one from the library. Right now that has to be returned eventually. And he, like, you can put him in a playpen full of like a ball, a stuffed animal, a tambourine, any kind of toy. And he will still find the little book that is hanging on his playpen, like with a little hook. You can also hook it onto his stroller or the car seat, whatever. We just have it hooked onto the playpen. He will like find a way to like crawl to that book, and he will like read it like an actual, like he will flip the pages and everything, which is so cute. And I definitely think it's because we read him nighttime stories and he sees just flipping pages and reading a book. So he does the same thing. I just think that's such a good thing. To like have them like learn now that they're that young. And the other toy he's definitely addicted to is this little caterpillar he has stuck onto his high chair table. It's kind of this little big little thing that makes a little rattle sound every time you pull on it. And it's definitely a good distraction after he ate his meal. Usually we still have to eat a little bit more, or we're not finished because we're too busy feeding him. And we can just plop that caterpillar on his high chair, and he'll just play with it and you know, be entertained until it gets dessert and until we are done, and we can actually leave the table. So that's definitely something I'm really glad we invested in. And it's not actually an investment, it was like €7 or something. But I'm really glad we got that one because it keeps him at the table and learning, like, you don't get off the table until everyone's done. The other thing that's been changing this week, or that will be changing in the next upcoming month, is he will be enrolled into daycare. I know, it's probably going to be a separate video on why, but he's going in for 2 days a week on Mondays and Fridays. And I think it's going to be a good thing so he can like learn how to play with other kids and have to like wait for his turn, because right now he doesn't really have to wait for his turn. And we're the only ones like in our friends and family that have young children right now, or have one young child. So he's not really used to different children. So I think that's a good thing, but as a mommy, it's kind of hard for me right now. But I definitely think he'll have a good time. I think that's it for this video. If you have any questions, I'll leave them down below. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye, everyone. About 7 times a day. Like, it starts anywhere from 7 to 8 in the morning.